This is all dummy data on the main page. I just made this because I was working on the uh, kind of the logarithmic scaling of this. So I want the Streak app to show, big difference between having done something 1 day and 2 days. But if it's like 1,000 days versus 1,002 days, it should basically look the same. Um, that's the dummy data. Then in here, we have the current goals. And the way I've been updating this so far is I've been manually entering statuses. Like here, I'll just enter report. So today, I have completed goal number 4. I save that, and then I can go back to goal index, and I see I've studied for an hour today. Obviously, that's even just in dev, that's kind of a pain to work with. So I want to make this check and this X hook up to the actual status in question. And let me pull out my notes again. So this part is basically how I want it. Got the login, the fact, the popular. I've got some, mini highlighting effects on these. But I've got a second page that isn't even started here, where I should be able to click on any of these and get to a page of just the updates for that one specific goal. So if I, click this workout goal, I might see that, I had actually worked out most days this week, just not today. So, and then these should also be editable, actually. So that means in terms of data, we're going to want a listing of all the statuses related, or of all the status updates for one specific goal, which I don't have a path for. I don't even have a context function for that. Although loading a status or loading one goal does preload all the statuses. I think it's been a few days since I've worked on this, so let's just have a quick look at the. So we get one goal. Statuses are all here. And they're in order. Yay. Okay. So what was I even trying to do? I was trying to see if there's a status update for today or not. If there is, then I'll not show the check and the X. That's page. Let's go to uh, goal index. Okay. So if this goal has a status where the status is to, or where the date of the status is today, then I'm just not going to show either of these in this inline block here. So if, we'll just do if. So if there is no, let's see, if there's a status that's today. So if goals, or if goal dot status is enum dot count goal dot statuses. Actually, don't usually do this one. I'm just gonna make a little quick helper. I think that's gonna save time, make it a little bit easier. So status is today's if status is today's status is going to be newest status and newest status dot date equals date dot UTC today. Oh yeah, that totally is. So if today's status do absolutely nothing. So now that it's simpler what today's status is, we'll just use the unless and okay, undefined function status is newest status is enum.count goal.statuses. Great. Now the check mark and the X are gone from this one because I've already reported it. And I should be able to report another status. So say that I have also worked out today. Great. Finally, a little bit of payoff for all that typing. And this can go into, pretty much all of this can go into the view, since this is really just getting some logic for the view. Let's go to goal.view. GoalView. And we'll call this get today's status. Get today's status. This is going to take a goal, just like the others, because that's what we have in the goal view. Statuses. If there are no status, yeah, this will simplify it a lot. So if there are no statuses, then nil. And then if there get today status goal statuses. This line is already done. Newest status is going to be if enum.count statuses is greater than 0, do hd statuses, else nil. And today's status is going to be same deal. $107. Oh no, 77. Yeah, that's fine. Today's status equal newest status date. Okay, so I should be able to just throw this in, get today's status. So let's delete all that. Actually, we'll put one in. Status days equals get today status of the goal. And change that to today's. And let's recompile. Key status, that's a misspelling. Key status is orthograph in view. Yeah. I was fumbling over the hotkey to go back to the view. My wrists are kind of still not at 100%, so I try to go keyboard as much as I can. Statuses. Today status, newest status, and newest status. Right, because it's not actually returning it. So we could just do that. There we go. And just for fun, let's output the status information otherwise. And oh, just true. Actually, I don't want that. Ooh. And to and newest status. Tag, please remove it on the else. Okay. Yeah, that looks like I've got all the information. Status dot complete, I believe, is complete. Not trying to get the entire status there, though. That's coming from somewhere else. HTML safe, not implemented for. I shouldn't be printing out the status anywhere. Today's due. I would inspect today's. Oh, that should not have an equal sign. I'm just trying to put it in the terminal. I must be printing it out somewhere. Today's, get today's status. If today's due, else. Yeah, date I would. So the protocol error is because of the meta. There's Poison and Jason will throw an error if you give it any struct that has a meta tag in it like this. Date, I'm not sure about. It might or it might not. However, the reason I'm doing this is because, or the reason I'm trying to put it in to begin with is because I can imagine it would be nice to show something if the goal is not complete, or if it is, maybe some text. But I'm not trying to print the I'm not trying to print the status. I'm just using it in the if else here. So I don't see anything that should be throwing this specific error. Yeah, it's, in fact, maybe I'm just going to kill the server and restart it. So I really don't see anything there that should be printing it out. Okay, so I think what I'll do is change this if today's to if not today's. It's this. This is what's doing it. This is trying to print out today's instead of just setting it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because I couldn't figure out for the life of me why there would be a problem logging it. io.inspect today's dot is actually just inspect today's. Then we'll go back to the goal view and basically get rid of all of that. And we're still fine. And when I run this, I can inspect it. There should be no problem in the view itself. Showing is complete because that's just a Boolean. Yep. In fact, put some placeholder in there now. So if today's is complete, do good job. Else. Yeah, and then I'm going to say I didn't drink my 2 liters of water. Do status. Goal 2 is not complete. Yeah, okay. That's something. Now the good job is probably actually this text is probably taking up too much space though. So let's wrap it in a span and let's see, a span and make it text MD. I think it's text base. No, I think MD is one. Let's go to text MD. Oh, I may be wrong. Text base, okay. Text G text base. It's a little too small. That's the same size that, no, that's a little bit smaller. And I may want the same kind of logic I put into this. Make it align a bit higher. Let's see, align text bottom or just align center. Line, yeah. Oh, that's not going to do anything. Text top. Okay. And I think I like having the smiley on the other side. Okay, so now to set up the route. So we basically want, given a goal, complete goal today, or goal complete. Today succeed, today fail, maybe. And this won't update. So, yeah, right now this page will only let you set that you've done it or that you haven't. You'll have to go into the details in order to change any goals. That way, you can have one page be just creation, the other just update. So we want goal complete, and it's just going to take today. Let's see. It's not going to take today. We'll have that. It's just going to be goal ID. That's it. Date.utc today. And maybe I should do a repo get by on the goal. So repo get, actually, what is goal? Oh, it's goal number 4 is goal number 4, right? So we'll do repo.get by goal and date today, ID 4. Field date in where does not exist. Right, because it's not, because it's a status I'm looking for, not for a goal. So repo get by status. Status, and then instead of ID 4, it's going to be goal ID 4. And that'll get us all the data for the status. And like if the say if the ID were 6, which there isn't one, then we'll get nothing. So case repo dot get by status. So what I'm going to do is see if there's a goal today. If there is a goal today, then I'll just update it and say it's complete. If there isn't, then I'll create a new one. So this will be sort of an upsert, even though I just said I wasn't going to handle both things on the same screen. Repo get by status. So it's just such a it's such a specialized function. I might as well handle that as well. Today, goal ID. And what's today? Today is, actually, I'll just do it in line. So if it's nil, I think I will get that first. Day is going to be that. So if there is no goal, I'll just create one. Or if there's no status update, I'll create one for today. Goal ID is goal ID. And is complete false. Except that this function is supposed to be saying that it is complete, so true. Status is complete, date, and goal. Okay. It's not going to be a one-liner. What is going on with the indentation here? Repo insert. Then, if there is a status, And we'll do update status. Status is complete. True. Okay. Let's give that a try. Let's look for goal ID number 2 today. So it is not complete, but it does exist. So core.goal complete, goal ID number 2. And we have the same status ID updated to true. And let's try looking for goal ID number 3. That one's nil. Complete that. And now that one's true. So this is a function we can use when someone clicks the check mark. And we need one for goal incomplete. Okay. Recompile that, and now let's set goal number 4 incomplete. Okay. Can't do that. That's too bad. Okay. So hook that up to the X or to the X and the check mark, and then we'll have something going on. We'll just make an Ajax for it. But I'm trying to decide if I want to do that right now or not. I still haven't eaten lunch, so I may just add a couple more helper functions. Yeah. So we can set a goal complete with just a goal ID. I think it would be good to also be able to do it for a general case or a more general case. So I'm going to call this goal complete today. Goal incomplete today. So that's all this page is going to want. But the listing page, where we're looking at the statuses for multiple days, that one we're going to want same kind of function, except it will also take a date. So goal complete, and that's going to take goal ID and date. All right, I'm just going to finish this one last little wrapper, and then I'm going to go get lunch because it's like my 2 p.m. So we've got the goal completed for today, or setting a goal incomplete for today. So I want to make the general version. So that's just going to actually wait a minute. I think I've got this backwards. The one for today should be calling the one that's not for today. So let me change that. That's goal complete. That's goal incomplete. And this has date. And so does this one. Whoa. VM integrate. I should so yeah, Vim integration with VS Code's getting a little bit worse. I think may have to switch to NeoVim just for that, or else use MacVim when I screencast. Although trying not to do that. So the date is not going to be UTC today. The date is going to be just the date that was passed in. And same is true there, and there, and there. And then goal complete today is going to use that, and then call goal complete with the same goal ID and today. Or I could just make it default to today. Actually, that's even better. Yeah, so the date will just default to UTC today. And then we get rid of this one for today. No wrapper needed. Date is the date is complete is true. What's wrong with that? Oh, nothing's wrong with it. Just a little bit slow. Okay, so let's try this again. So recompile, and I'm going to set goal number 1 to incomplete, goal number 4 to complete, and watch them update. Except it's not going to live reload because this is purely a database change. So goal incomplete. Number 1. Boom. Goal complete. Number 4. Excellent. Now let's try yesterday. How do I get the day before with Elixir date? Day of, from, maybe it's from. No. If month, diff, days, convert. I'll probably have to use timex or something. Oh, UTC now minus 30. No. Date.add. Date.subtract. Okay, date.add. So yesterday equals date. Do I have today? Yeah. Equals today, or date.add day minus 1. Oh, that's wonderful. So now I should be able to complete goal number 4 for yesterday. And day is that? That's 11/14. Nice. Okay, those will come in handy next time. That's it for today. Thank you so much, by the way, Magic No, the help with debugging the Postgres / homebrew disaster at the beginning was a big help. So good luck with the Ecto book, and I will see you around.